Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you are doing, you are safe, you are well, and you are with people you care about who also care for you. Vi's going to hate the fact that I'm standing here right now because I'm in direct sunlight and the contrast is terrible. But I wanted to start today's video by showing you the amazing number of apples that we have growing right now. I made a decision earlier this year to cut some of my apple branches off and to just prune the tree back a bit, and I think it's going to pay off. We are probably still about 3 or 4 weeks away from being able to harvest these, but the apples are looking incredible right now. And it's not just that apple tree. So the little apple tree, the multi-variety dwarf tree, has no fruit on it this year. I was a little worried about that, but I'm not, because I know that these trees can sometimes kind of have a little bit of a break. But check out this tree here with a truly ridiculous amount of fruit on it. So we are going to have many, many apples. These ones are much smaller than the ones on the main tree. And interestingly, I didn't prune anything off this tree, but over here, these are some of the branches that we did prune back last year, and they are now starting to give me decent amounts of fruit. So, I mean, it's funny. I've been watching the security camera and how this branch has been getting closer and closer and obfuscating more of the view as it's got heavier and heavier with all the apples. And some of the apples are starting to fall down. So we're seeing a few here. There's one here and there's a couple over here. But generally they seem to be doing pretty well. So it's been about a week, more than a week, since I told you about the how things are going in the garden. And we've had some interesting weather. We've had a lot of hot weather. We've had some cooler weather. On the week that we were off, we had a leak downstairs in the crawl space. It was the main water from the well to the house, and we had to hire a pipe freezer, which was great fun. I've never used a pipe freezer before, but that wasn't particularly fun. What is particularly fun is all of these potatoes. Oh, that's a parsnip there, but all of these potatoes, this one here, look how healthy that is. That's a potato variety that's, I think, going to be good until late in the season. So that's the potato variety that I'm just going to leave. These potatoes are pretty much done. I need to get back in here and kind of comb through and make sure I haven't left any. But the parsnips are doing really well right now, which is lovely. They are looking phenomenal. We've got another set of parsnips right here. And then these potatoes, these ones have gone, but then the ones at the end are doing okay. Unfortunately, my potatoes have not done as well this year. And I think that's one of two things. One, we've had some issues with our automatic watering system. And the second thing is that we've had a few issues with the weather. It's gone from being really cold to really hot to really cold to being really hot to ridiculous. But look, we've got apples. And we've also got blackberries, so I'm not going to complain. Like I say, for me, this is bonus stuff, right? I get the bonus stuff of growing my own vegetables, and occasionally we'll get good stuff, and sometimes it won't work as well. Let me show you up the back here. All of our cabbages, our winter cabbages, have gone to seed, unfortunately. So we're just going to leave them be. But meanwhile, the broccoli is looking great, and I'm very happy about the broccoli. The broccoli is truly wonderful, so I'm very happy about that. We also, I think, have our first zucchini. At least I thought we did the other day when I was looking through here. Maybe not, but you can see the ground is just so dry. And while we are watering, it's difficult because the weather is just really not conducive right now, and these crops are not doing so well. The celery's doing okay though, look. We do have some nice celery growing, so I can't complain about that. The lettuces are growing, and interestingly we have side shoots of lettuce right now. That's never happened to me before, but what are you going to do? Over here though, what we do have, and I'm about to pick some of these, we've got some beans and some peas. So these peas are surviving because they're hiding from the majority of the heat. And, you know, people keep saying, oh, climate change is a hoax. Well, certain people, not you wonderful people, because you know it's you know it's true. But we are seeing so many bits of evidence that the weather is just becoming quite problematic, and we are starting to see some issues. These beans are not ready to be harvested yet, and it is starting to affect our crops. Now, I'm going to grab some of these peas that are hiding down here. Yes, some of these peas should have been harvested previously, and well, with everything going on in our personal life with my wife's job and everything else, we haven't been able to harvest as much as perhaps we would otherwise harvest. So I feel like this year is a bit of a letdown from the gardening perspective, but I'll take it. You know, it could be worse. I have my health. I have my beloved. We are both safe after a fashion. And some years we get good crops of one thing, and other years we get good crops of other things. I've actually harvested my first garlic. I haven't harvested all the garlic yet, but my first garlic is up. I'm still getting decent numbers of strawberries from the strawberry plot, so that's good. And, well, let's have a look in here, because in here, other than folks digging underneath, goodness gracious me, every time I come in here, there's fresh gophers and moles. But if you look in here, we do have some really nice progress on these tomatoes. Look at those. They are lovely. And I've got a lovely fresh pepper or two, growing a little pepper over there, and I've got some more coming back there. I've got plenty of cucumbers. They are growing nicely. And all of my tomatoes are now starting to produce fruit, which is good because it means that sauce season is not far away. Now, I should probably talk about the fact that I lost a couple of tomato plants this week. This one, but it kind of committed problems. So this plant broke itself, and I had to fix it. And then it looks like this. This particular tomatillo is going to do the same thing. They're getting long and lanky, and then the weather is not conducive. So I'll take that one off because I don't need that there, because I've still got the main stalk. And it is unfortunate. I feel like this year I've not been as successful as I'd like to be, but these things happen. I'm still going to get food. I'm still going to get fruit. I think I'm going to have the best broccoli I've had in years. So there's that. And I also have some delightful peas. So I really cannot complain. So anyway, tell me what's going on in your garden. Have you suffered from the temperature spikes? I know that a lot of people have had heat waves and things, and that's not particularly pleasant. I do have some worries about what that's going to do moving down the line. But let me know in the down below what's been going on. And before I finish, I just want to say thanks to all of the people who supported us during June. It really has blown my mind how amazing, how kind, how generous a lot of people have been towards the news that I shared about my wife's job. And I never expected the outpouring of support that we got. And it's helped me rethink how I feel about the channel and how I feel about my career moving forward. So thank you, every single one of you. And thanks to the amazing people scrolling by. I need to update the list. I'm doing a lot right now because other team members have had to take a bit of a backseat on other things. And so, yeah, I'm a little bit behind, but hopefully you'll forgive me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being the amazing change that we need to see in the world. Make sure that you tell people who are important to you that they are important to you, and I will see you again this time next week. Keep evolving.